the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. From the 6. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Dak going to start out going to the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott got a man. It's Brown. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. 4th down, Prescott. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Trying to run forward with Pollard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Prescott to throw on 4th. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. And Walker has it. He's at the 40, 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
What?
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. D. Eskridge, 31 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. Now Prescott on 4th down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he is going to... First down as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. gun. Here's Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play here for Dallas. 57 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A dump off to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. To the air again, Prescott. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Smith. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the 1st half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, Smith. Left side complete to Lockett. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Now Gino on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. But I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Going to take a shot for Gallup. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this 1st half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So the 14 yards actually takes him from one 43 to the other for 1st and 10. Now Gino going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again is Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And the Cowboys are going to have it here just past the 25. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And my goodness, another interception. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued. And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
The throw over the middle taken in.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. Touchdown! Noah Fant, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks continue to pull away here in this first half. Myers connects on the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott, he'll fire this deep for Gallup. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And now here is another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Throwing now is Gino. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space there. They elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
On first down, Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. Again, Smith. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Seahawksons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll try to throw now. Prescott steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception. Now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked.
And now here is another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Prescott to throw it. Buying time to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Fourth down, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno out to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after this...
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Prescott now. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Steps away to his left. The ball comes out. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Out to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also...
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Smith. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Smith. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. A shotgun snap for Smith. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. First and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on first down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Third and short yardage. Prescott. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now fourth down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and
and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on down. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Smith going to throw it. And it's caught. And he's brought down. To throw is Smith. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Able to hit his target, Lamb. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Throwing now, Smith. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Smith. Throwing left side, it's complete. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Let's Let's go now.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Smith. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They